What's up, Yesterland fans? I'm Neal, and guess what? Today we are going to the Austin area Comic Con. What's up, Yesterland fans? We're here at the Cedar Park Center here in Austin, Texas, where we're gonna go to the Austin Comic Con. Dang, guys, you're going to want to go check out that store. Seriously, go check it out, man. He's got some really cool stuff. And for vintage Star Wars stuff, now, obviously, those are eBay prices, right? But I don't know, maybe you can go in there and wheel in deals. So I would go check it out, hands down. Check them out. Outlaw Moon and Comics in Austin, Texas. Hey guys, check it out, man. I'm here at the Austin Comic Con, right? And I'm here with the famous Larry Kenney from Thundercats. Yeah. So check it out, man. Mr. Kenney, how are you doing?
Fine, man. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Have a good time today?
I am. I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us today, man. So how many of these cons do you do a year?
Well, it varies. Sometimes only 4 or 5, sometimes 7, 8.
Awesome. That's great, man. And I see you brought some lovely pictures here for your fans and whatnot. So let me ask you, what got you into doing voiceover work and all that? How did you get into the business?
Well, I started my career as a disc jockey.
Okay.
A radio disc jockey when I was 15 years old in Illinois. And I had always done, even when I was really little, my mom told me that when I first started to talk, I would do impressions of cartoon characters and famous people. And I kept doing it all through school, because the girls loved I can make them laugh.
Sure.
Am I right? And then I became a disc jockey, and I incorporated the character voices, cartoon voices, into my radio show.
Awesome.
And that led to doing commercials as characters, and then of course it led to, when I got to New York, that led to doing things like Thundercats.
Awesome. That's cool. Well, I know my fans are going to want to hear it. The famous roar. Would you mind doing it for us? I appreciate it. On your count, whenever you want to do it.
Here we go. Thunder, 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 Thundercats.
Awesome. Well,
sounds just like the guy on TV, right?
That's it. That's it, man. Thank you, Mr. Kenney.
Thank you.
It's awesome. True inspiration. Love the cartoon growing up. So
glad to hear that.
Appreciate it. And
thank you.
Hey guys, so I'm back in the car. We just got out, and man, what a big change 365 days later, right? Like last year, like I said, for the price and the money, and they're still in that range. I don't know if realistically I would come back again next year, but the experience I had this year was way better. The price was $43 this year to get in, and I want to say last year it was like $23, so it's doubled. And then it's $8 to park here, so keep that in mind for 2024. I did get to interview a celebrity. Some of you might have already seen that sneak peek, and you're going to know now because you're going to see it in this video. But I posted it up on Instagram and Facebook, and just had a really good time. Met up with a good buddy of mine, and my significant other here, my wonderful, lovely wife that doesn't want to be on camera, but she was with me all day. And it was just really good to hang out with her and my good friend of mine and just walk the floor after the big crowd and the surge, you know, the big rush, and then just go back through and really look at some stuff. And I'm glad we did, because I actually picked up some items. So the next time I see you, I'm going to be in my office/studio, and we'll be going over all of that stuff. So I don't have enough room here to display it, but the price is still pretty expensive. I think doubling it, what they did was, I think that was a little too much. I can see going up maybe $5, but almost double, that's kind of outrageous. But the experience this year was way worth it. So the reality of getting in for the price that we paid on one of the tickets was worth the experience, I guess, at the end of the day. So, yeah. So the next time I'll see you in the studio. Good morning, Yesterland fans, and I'm back in studio, and just want to go over a little recap of all the stuff that I picked up. After the missus and I got out of the con, we were hungry, so we went and had dinner, had some adult beverages, and by the time I got home, I was like, I'll just do this tomorrow. But just a quick little recap. We had an awesome time. It was the first time my wife got to go to one with me. And what's funny is she actually picked up more stuff than I did. So it was really cool to see her, you know, get to shop around and take a look at all the things that really interest her. My wife and I are also big horror fans and Halloween fans. So she was really, you know, rummaging through all the little booths and all that stuff, looking at all the neat horror stuff that all the different vendors had. But we had an awesome time. Very different from 2022, like I said, after the show. But again, I don't know, based on the price point, if this show continues to increase in the amount it costs to get in. And this is a show that's obviously sponsored by Ticketmaster. Obviously, they have a deal with the H-E-B Center there in Cedar Park, Texas. So I'm sure they're confined and constricted to those terms, but it is getting expensive to go to these cons here in the Central Texas area. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into the stuff that I picked up. I was very fortunate, picked up this nice G.I. Joe blowtorch action figure and like a dump bin from Duncanville bookstore. They're out of Duncanville, Texas. This is probably one of my most favorite characters from the G.I. Joe line. He's complete. He's got his backpack, his weapon, his mask, and the helmet. Really good shape, tight limbs and all that. Paid $10 for him, $10. So I was really stoked to pick him up and add him to the collection. I also got some art for myself and for my son, Eddie Nunez. Anybody that knows who he is, graphic novelist, artist, if you will. They do these tins. I'm sure a lot of you have all seen these. This is of Skeletor sitting on his throne, and then he has like these two, I'm gonna say slave women next to him, but beautiful artwork by him. And I also picked up this awesome piece of art that he's co-drawing with. This is of Spider-Man, Miles Morales. This is done by Jimmy Saint, the artist. Beautiful work. His work was just outstanding. So really fortunate, got to pick that up for my son. He's going to put that up in his room. And then obviously we got our press passes. Now let me tell you a little backstory on that. So when I signed up and got approved for a press pass, they sent me one. I didn't realize they were going to give us two. So when we got there, my wife didn't have one, so I had to buy her a ticket. Ultimately, that ticket led to calling my good buddy that's also into toys and collecting and stuff like that. So I gave it to him graciously, and now he gifted us in return with a couple tickets to go back to the HEB Center to go watch the Stars, which is a hockey team, play there when they start up again. So it was kind of a win-win situation. But what an amazing experience. I just want to throw out some special thanks to the media relations coordinator that I spoke with and, got to connect with there. That was Lark Mason and Associates. Lark was awesome. He gave my wife and I a great tour of the facility first before I hit the floor and started interviewing and, being able to just, look at everything, but look at it from the different perspective. I didn't get to do that last year, so it was really, really cool to see it from the media side, how this operates and the privileges that you get from the media side to get out there and be able to shoot freely and not have any restrictions, if you will. So great time there. Also, if you haven't seen it in the video, I'll probably post a short on it. Special thanks to Outlaw Moon and Comics, board games and comics and toys out of Austin, Texas. They had the most extensive carded, unpunched, original vintage Star Wars action figures. A lot of Empire, a lot of Jedi. Beautiful collection. So make sure you check that out in the video. And I'll try to make a short on it and throw it up there. But I was also graciously allowed to and blessed to interview Larry Kenney, the voice actor for Lionel and several other characters like Count Chocula with the General Mills cereal and all the other voices that he did. It was very nice. It's a 2-minute little interview, and it was just very cool just to sit there and talk to him, and he was very gracious to do it, and he didn't even charge us to do that. So that was really, really cool. So thank you, Mr. Kenney. If you watch this, I had a great time interviewing you and hope to meet you again very soon. So guys, what'd you think of Comic-Con 2023 for the greater Austin area? It was a good show, a lot of people. It is a little tight, but there was a lot of good merchandise there that we found after the fact when a lot of the crowd had left for the day. We got to go in there and really, pick through everything. And we didn't get to do that in the beginning because it was just so crowded with all the cosplayers, and the people shopping. But it was really nice to go through it at the end. And my wife and I basically shut down the show. So it was really, really cool for day one. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you tuning in today, and I'll see you in Yesterland.